Since we met function notation, we've been shifting our perspective a bit on what a function is. Initially, remember, function notation was just shorthand for a relation. So when we introduced this symbol f of x equals, for example, x plus 2, it was just a shortcut way of writing the relation f, which is the set of pairs x and y, where the second entry, the y value, is the initial value plus 2. But already our perspective has shifted somewhat, and now we're going to make that explicit. Specifically, we also want to think of a function as something that happens to a number. Specifically for our example, f of x equals x plus 2. F is the function that adds 2 to a number. Whatever its input is, f adds 2 to it. So we can think of the function f as starting with some input and generating some output. If we give it input 3, the output is 5. If we give it input 7, the output is 9. If we give it input -4, the output is -2. Whatever input we give it, it adds 2, and that's the output. Rather than thinking of the function as the set of pairs, which it is, sometimes we think of the function as the rule that takes us from the input to the output, which it also is. Both of these ways of understanding the function are true at the same time. It's both the ordered pair and the rule that takes the input and gives the output. We use whichever understanding makes our current task easiest. When we're just looking at a function and not saying exactly what the rule is, sometimes we envision it this way. We imagine a function with its domain and range, and the function is some rule that picks up an element of the domain and takes it to some element of the range. So we can imagine a function as an arrow going from the domain to the range. This perspective on functions is going to be useful to us when we start looking at some of the more interesting things that we might do to a function.